Hey everyone, another Troy here, putting up a new video. It's been a while. So it's been like 2 or 3 years since I put up a video. And that was just because there was a lot of changes going on in my life. And I wasn't real happy with the quality of the videos that I was putting out. So I did a lot of research on how to make better quality videos. I was particularly unhappy with the sound quality in the videos. So I have pretty much a whole new setup to make videos with. But so now I'm going to try again, and we're going to see if we can make some good Minecraft videos. I want to try to do a series of Minecraft that's going to go on for a while, but I also want to do 3 other games, because there are 3 games that I've been playing a lot of lately that are very similar, but are on different spectrums of the graphic scale. So one that I started playing most recently is Shapes.io. It's a logistics game where you build machines that create shapes of different colors. It's very two-dimensional. There's no like resource management as of yet put in the game. So it's just kind of a game where you try to go through goals of creating factory-like processes to create shapes. And I'll explain that more and show it in a video once I figure out actually how to record it, because OBS doesn't seem to like Shapes.io for some reason by default. So I got to figure out how people are even recording it. But for my main series, I want to do a Minecraft series, just like I did last time. But I started to branch out into one other game. I think it was RimWorld right before I stopped playing, or before I stopped making videos. But I wasn't having a whole lot of fun with that game. I think I had already burnt myself out a little bit of content that it had at the time. We might check it out again because it's got a lot more development into it since I played it last. It's been a while since I played that game too. So I want to do Shapes.io, and I want to do Factorio, which is a game that most people know about at this point. It's also a logistics game where you actually literally build a factory on an alien planet and collect resources and build big machines. It's a really fun game, but it's still a logistics game, so it follows a lot of the same patterns as Shapes.io. I also then want to play Satisfactory, which is a much newer game that came out recently. I think like a year ago, maybe now. It's on version 3, last I checked. And it's completely three-dimensional logistics game. You collect resources, send them to machines on conveyor belts and things. So it's very much like Factorio and Shapes.io, but it's completely three-dimensional. And it's really, really fun and cool. So I want to make a series on that too. But the main series is going to be a Minecraft series, because I want to do another underground base like we did in the last one. Only the one thing that I think really hurt making that game in videos, or making those videos for that game, was that I used dark colors. I used like black, I think, a black theme, because my channel goes for a black and green theme. So I was kind of going for that, but it's hard to kind of see what you're looking at in the videos. So I want to do a much lighter color base. And this is a single player game that I've been playing for a while, actually. And I want to kind of show you the overall look that I'm going for. I think I went a little overboard in this one with the size of the base, because I don't use hardly any of the room. And I don't think I needed to go quite as deep into the ground, but let's whip around and take a look at it. There it is. There's the underground base with this new version that I've designed. So we're going to go over here and we're going to take a look at this base. It kind of works the same with the elevators going down. We can look down through it from the surface with all the glass. I went for like a glass top look in this one over the more solid look, because I think I had tree farms and stuff over top of my entire base in that game. But this one I went for like an open top look, and I was trying to do everything underground, so we didn't have to come up any more than we had to. But there are these elevators that go straight down through all the levels of the base. And then the idea was there's a huge amount of expandability here, because I can make a doorway on each wall to go into huge rooms. So if I go into the rooms that I've made so far, I don't even remember where I put them. So this is where kind of my experimenting rooms are, where I'm kind of figuring out machines that I want to build. As you can see, I have Project E in this. It just made it a lot easier to get all the resources I need to actually build a base this size. So I don't know if I'll use Project E in the series or not. I might. It's kind of cheaty. It makes it really easy to get large amounts of difficult objects or difficult blocks. But this is also where I have like the hub of my logistics system, or my crafting system. And then there's like a huge amount of expansion room for drives in here. Obviously, I didn't need hardly any space yet, but just in case, you never know. You never know how many resources you're going to need. So yeah, I didn't make a full-blown like hypercube like I did last time. I don't even think in this game I've gotten to auto crafting much yet, but that was the idea. But if I'm going to do a series, obviously we're going to want to start from scratch. So let's go over here and look what's going on in this room. More Project E. I have like infinite everything with Project E at this point. So before I even got to the point where I was auto crafting in Project E, I have like blocks and blocks and blocks of red matter from Project E. So that's kind of made the game boring, which made me want to stop playing this one. But I think there's one more room up here. Is this the one we already went in? I don't even remember where we are anymore. Oh yeah, that one's not even a room yet. I thought these were doors. I don't know what's going on there. But I don't think any of these other levels actually have doorways on them. I don't think I started building into any of the walls yet. But if we go all the way down here is where the real action takes place. So this room doesn't have anything in it yet. This room was kind of my starting power setup where I tried to use tree oil with all of these compression dynamos, but tree oil, it takes a lot of infrastructure. I mean, I need way more than these 4 trees than I have in here to actually produce enough tree oil to run these. Tree oil is from thermal expansion. It's a really good early game form of power, but it loses its ability to create a lot of power really quickly. So if you're building a huge base like this one, you're going to need something more than just those 4 trees. I have all of these cryo-stabilized flux ducts running through all the walls that kind of go everywhere, and I like the way they look, especially with like blocks, these blue blocks behind them in the background, and the white ones up top and the bottom. So yeah, they look kind of cool going through the walls. Once I realized that the tree oil wasn't actually going to cut it, I decided to go and make biofuel. And this runs a lot better. I don't even remember how much this is actually producing. It's producing a lot of power. I don't have a way to drain it that I remember. But basically, I'm using Project E to create infinite saplings and then running those through sawmills and then using the sawmills and magma crucibles and then fractionating stills to make gasoline. That's what it is. That's also from thermal expansion. And then it's running into all these compression dynamos and then all being put in this vibrant capacitor banks. So that's the power source for this whole base. And then over here in this room, I was playing around with another mod. What was this mod called? I don't even remember what this mod was called. But it produces mob drops from these little factories. So each one of these is set up to a different type of mob with all kinds of upgrades, and then it creates all the mob drops. I think I was planning on using this one to actually make or generate Ender Dragon drops. I think that was the goal. Woot. That's the name of this mod. It's called Woot. I don't know how I can forget that. But all the importers and exporters for those multi-blocks are underneath the ground here. But yeah, that's basically the most of the infrastructure that I actually got done in this game. But I just kind of wanted to show the overall design look of the base. I like the white and the teal. I wish the teal and the aqua colors like were more the same between mods. These come from different mods. I think this is from Project Red, and then these are from Chisel. So the what they call aqua or teal or whatever color you want to call it, cyan, doesn't really match, which kind of annoys me. And there's no 2 colors that do match that I'm aware of. I kind of looked through them, but it's close enough. I like the way it looks. It's cool. It's much easier to see what's going on in here than the black and green that I had in the last game we played. So that's kind of the idea. I'm going to start a new world when we get back from this little cut. I should be in a new world. See you guys in just a minute. Welcome to the Void, everybody. My name is Nether Trey. We're gonna play some Minecraft. In the last series, I had a bunch of old equipment. I wasn't real happy with the audio experience that was in the videos, like I said during the intro. So I've upgraded a bunch of the audio equipment. I've got a brand new camera. We're going to try doing face cam during the videos too this time. And we'll see how things turn out. So please give me some feedback in the comments, and let's get to playing. Welcome back to the world of Minecraft, everybody. Take a look around and see what we got. So I am playing FTB Revelation. I think it's version like 3.2.1 or something like that. Let's take a look around this new world to see what we got going on here. I generally like to find like a plains biome to get started, but I don't see any on the map. This is the biomes of plenty generation, which I honestly thought about not using, because while it's cool to have all the biomes of plenty generation stuff, sometimes it creates a lot of just kind of like junk blocks and items around the world that I don't really care for, and they just take up space in inventories, and are things you have to break and pick up and get out of the way. It's kind of irritating. So I'm going to take a run around for a while, see if I can find... Ooh, there's some nice astral sorcery generation. That's a good thing to find right off the bat. We'll have to remember where that is. Wow, okay. Big valley. So I'm going to take a run around the world, see if I can find somewhere that looks like a good place to settle down, and I'll be right back. So I actually found a nice little spot right here that I'm kind of liking. I don't know how I feel about there being so much water around everywhere, although filling in water with dirt to make a flat surface might be a little easier than generally clearing down hills and mountains like I usually end up doing. I also like to be at sea level for the entrance of the underground base, which is right here at y equals 63. So this might actually be really nice, because I only have couple layers here that I'd have to take down to flatten this out. The other thing that I was thinking about doing that I don't really do, because I know it's not a long-term solution, is right over the hill here there's a nice big oil geyser, and oil is a really nice form of power, even though once that geyser runs out, then we either need to completely switch over our power source, or we need to find another geyser, which I probably won't do, because then you just have to keep doing it over and over again, and I don't really want to do that. However, I usually do go from lower forms of power to higher forms of power when I switch over late game to like big reactors or things like that. So I would end up switching power anyway, so maybe we'll do the oil thing. But yeah, let's try that out. Let's do the oil thing. We'll turn it into refined fuel. I mean, obviously we'll probably start with a lower form of power like tree sap or whatever it's called, and do that first, but that'll be like a good mid-game, mid-tier power source. And in the meantime, I can start doing what I do and dig a hole down to bedrock to kind of lay the foundations for the central like core pillar of our underground base, which is how I always start when I build a Minecraft base, and then kind of how I expand around it is what changes from game to game. But of course, before we can do even any of that stuff, everybody knows how you start a game of Minecraft, and that is you punch trees. But lucky for you guys, I'm not gonna show you that, because okay, all right, I'll show you the first log, the first one. Here you go. Dark oak wood, and there we got our first piece of wood. Where's my, isn't there supposed to be like a thing, like, doesn't it give you an achievement for that? No? Okay, well, I'm gonna chop down a bunch more wood and pick a place to start digging our hole, and we'll be right back. Oh look, we got some sheepies too, which is always a good way to start a game, because now we don't have to worry about the night. Come on, die sheep. Die. It's a lot easier once we have a stick. It's basically a stick, a wooden sword to hit them with. So that's 2 wool. We need 3 to make our bed. Is it just me, or did sheep get like tougher since Minecraft first came out? Because I don't remember having that much trouble punching sheep to death before. And it's getting dark, so we're gonna make a speed bed. We're gonna make the fastest bed that's ever been made. So in order to do that, obviously we need our crafting bench. We're gonna turn that into a crafting station, which is part of one of the many mods that we're going to be using. So crafting station gets turned into wood, and then Bed. All right. Bed, down, sleep. No mobs, no mobs, no mobs, no mobs. We did get a spider. Okay, well, early game of Minecraft is never complete without at least being attacked by one mob the first night, right? So let's, oh Jesus, let's get the spider. Combat is not my forte, by the way. Okay, we got him. We only got hit like once. Oh, also I did find an apple tree, so we can eat an apple. So while we're here, we might as well make the rest of our Tinker's Construct stuff. So Tinker's Construct is one of the first mods that I always deal with in Minecraft, in modded Minecraft, because it's how we make our really cool tools. So we're gonna get a bunch of wood, and we're gonna make. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I played Minecraft, by the way. So my ability to remember the controls is a little rusty. So bear with me. But we'll make these blank patterns. Actually, we'll make blank patterns. Why not? There we go. A bunch of blank patterns. And then with the blank patterns, we need a couple more things. We need another crafting table. We need a piece of log. So a log with a blank pattern is going to make our part builder. A crafting table with a blank pattern is going to make our tool station. And a piece of plank with our blank pattern is going to make the stencil table. And I have these way out of order. So we're going to do it like that. And also, we can use these 8 last pieces of plank, make a chest, stick that with a blank pattern, and that'll give us our pattern chest, which can go right there. So temporarily, in the meanwhile, we're going to place this stuff. I kind of like this view over this little lake. Also, rice is a really good source of food, paper, and a bunch of other things in modded Minecraft, so we're gonna need those too. But first, we're gonna put down our stencil table, our part builder, our pattern chest, and our tool station. Also, we're gonna want to put our crafting station right next to those to complete the set. That way, we'll put it right here at the beginning. We should always start with the crafting table. That way, when we're selecting these, we can actually go through and tab through the top without having to exit one to use the others. So if we're gonna do the pattern station, why are these out of order? That's annoying. That's different than it used to be. We'll put the blank patterns in there. We're gonna need a bunch of things to get started off. We're gonna need a pickaxe head, a shovel head, a hatchet head. We're gonna want our sword blade pattern. We're also gonna want tool rod pattern, our binding pattern, and then for the sword, we're gonna want the wide guard. There are a number of different guards that you can get for different kinds of swords. I like making the broadsword, which is basically just the generic Minecraft sword, the vanilla one. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna make that, and we're gonna go into our pattern chest. We're gonna put all these patterns in here. We're gonna go to our part builder, and we're going to actually So I don't like to start out with wooden tools. It's kind of a waste of time and effort because stone is so easy to get. So the first thing we're gonna do actually is I'm just gonna make a wooden pickaxe. We're gonna need some sticks. I'm gonna also need more planks than that. The planks, wooden pickaxe. This Akashic Tome is also a mod that lets you put all your books into one big book, which is really handy for saving inventory space. So yeah, we're gonna need that very soon. But we're gonna need to find somewhere to dig our little mine that we're gonna make straight down to bedrock. So if we want our base to be, there's like a little cave down here too, which is gonna be really handy. There's another one, it like goes down further, which will be cool. But we are going to want to kind of centralize this. So I'm thinking we probably want to build our mine like right here, because if you look at the actual mini map, that it's less space that is, we're not as close to the water basically, and I want to avoid having to fill in a whole lot of water if I don't have to. So let's do this. Let's dig this back a little bit. And then I'm gonna start my mining tunnel the same way I always do, just like this. So we're gonna do a 3x3. It drives my friends nuts because they don't understand how I can spend so much time digging a hole this big. Like often they'll do just like a 1x1 shaft down, or they'll build like a stairway, which is still less digging. but not me. I like to have lots of space. I like to be able to see straight down to bedrock. I like having that kind of open feeling. So we're gonna dig this out. And it's basically gonna go just like this all the way down to bedrock. But we're gonna need a bunch of ladders, so I'm actually gonna have to dig my way out of here in the meantime. But I do want just a little bit of stone so we can make our tools. We're gonna need a little bit more than that. Oh, there's some iron. Oh, that was quick. Nice. I like it when you get iron quick. So that's 9 pieces of stone. Yeah, that'll get us started, right? So all we have to do is come back over here. And then we can take that new stone that we just got, go into our part builder, and we're gonna need our pickaxe head, our shovel head, our hatchet head, our sword blade, and then the rest of this stuff. Oh, I forgot they take 2 apiece. So wow, I'm glad we got 9. The rest of this stuff we can make out of like sticks. So 2 sticks will make a tool rod, except we're gonna need a lot more tool rods. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 tool rods. There's our 4 tool rods. We're gonna need like 3. We're gonna need 3 wooden bindings, 1 for each of those tools, and then we're gonna need this guy. Hey, that exactly used what we had there. Okay, cool. So that will get us the parts that we need to actually make our tools. Then we can skip on over. Actually, we want to go back to our stencil table and throw these blank patterns in there. We don't need to carry those on us. But then we're going to go back to our part build. Nope, not our part builder. We have all our parts. We're going to our tool station. That's really confusing me that these are like backwards compared to how I set them up in the world. But we're going to make our tools like this. So there's our stone pickaxe. We're going to want our shovel like that. We're going to want our hatchet like that. You can actually name all the tools too by typing up in here, but I don't think that's necessary for the basic tools. And then we're gonna go in here and make our stone broadsword. Now the nice part about this mod is if we get better materials to make better tools, we don't need to make them from scratch. We can just take the tools we have, come back here and go to this little anvil and upgrade the material by making the part in the part builders out of the new material and then throwing it in here, and it'll upgrade our tool with that new material, which is really nice. Now, one of the many reasons I like this mod, I used to use this mod all the way to the end of the game. I don't really anymore because I like some of the thermal expansion drills and stuff that you can make, and they're rechargeable. It used to be really nice because with this mod you could add, oh no, with this mod you could add parts that made your tools rechargeable, and that went away with the new version of the mod. So you can't actually do that anymore. And I've tried to find like add-on mods that let you do that, and there are some, but I've never really found any that I liked. So I just I move on from Tinkers after a certain amount of time. But yeah, now that we've got some better tools, we can get a bunch more wood. We can really dig our hole down here in the ground. Actually, that's what we need to do next. Is I'm going to get a bunch more wood because we're going to need enough ladders to get us all the way to bedrock. Also, I would like to kill animals because I'm hungry. So actually, let's go down in the hole. We'll get enough stone to make an oven, a stove, what's it called? Furnace. Yes, thank you, furnace. And then once we can make our furnace, we can make food. That means getting a couple pieces of stone here. I think you need 8, right? 8, yeah. Yeah, so there's the 8 we need for the furnace. And then we're gonna go back up out of the hole and cow. I know you can isn't that, I guess you have to be coming down and does a critical hit. I don't know. Like I said, Minecraft combat is not my forte. Was that a critical? I don't even know. There was little sparkles that came off, so whatever. And now oh no, there's a natural way out of this hole. That's pretty cool. So now we have food. I thought I saw a bunch of cows, but we're really hungry, so we're gonna go make a furnace. I remembered that time. And with the furnace, we're gonna cook up our steaks. And I actually have so little food in my stomach right now that I can't even run So we're going to take our furnace, get rid of the flour. We don't need a flour, we need a furnace. And we're going to throw the raw beef in here. Also, we're going to need something to cook it with, which a good way to do that is coal. But seeing as we just started the game, we don't have any coal. So we're going to make some charcoal. But in order to make charcoal, we need to use the furnace to burn wood, logs. So we're going to take a log. 2 sticks will burn 1 item to whatever its smelted form is. In this case, we're turning a log into charcoal. So we burn up the 2 sticks. We got our 1 piece of charcoal, and then I believe this mod pack has a nice little mod in it that lets you take this charcoal and turn it into 8 tiny charcoals. So the problem with charcoal is charcoal will burn exactly 8 items for 1 piece of charcoal. But we only have 6, so we're going to lose a little bit of efficiency there. However, if you turn it into 8 tiny charcoals, then each of these tiny charcoals will smelt 1 item or cook 1 piece of beef. Also, we got a book for doing that for some reason. Actually Additions. I guess that's added in by Actually. Oh yeah, it's added in by Actually Additions, which is a nice little mod that we'll be using later too. But for now, we're going to cook 6 pieces of beef with 6 pieces of tiny charcoal. While that's going, I'm going to, I think, find a nice big... Oh, there's another... Oh, we could have just killed this cow, and then we could have just used the whole piece of charcoal. I must have got a critical before, because I just had to hit that cow like 3 times. Yeah, there's our other 2 pieces of beef that would have just let us use the whole piece of charcoal, but that's fine. But we can cut down trees a lot faster now. I didn't show you how long it took me to cut down that first tree that I cut down, because it's boring to watch somebody cut down trees, which is kind of what I'm making you do right now. I apologize. But it's a lot faster now than it was when I cut down the first tree. So we're just going to kind of go in a little loop-de here to get to the top of this tree, and then it's not so bad cutting the rest of the bits of the tree that are left coming down, and we don't have to like build pillars to try to get to the top of the tree. So yeah, we're going to cut that and cut that, cut this. I don't know where this piece came from, but we're going to cut it. There's little like branches coming off this tree everywhere that I didn't even know about. We'll cut that, we'll cut that. And I think I saw another branch there. Yeah. Now we've got a whole bunch of wood that we can use to make. How much is that actually? I don't even have, oh, I guess, oh, that's almost a whole stack of wood already. And it only took like no time at all. So we're going to turn all of this, well, not all of this wood, probably half of it. And I'm still hungry. Where did we finish cooking? We did. And then we can also put our new 2 pieces of beef in there with our 2 tiny charcoals and make 2 more. But we're gonna eat this beef, and that should get us our health back and make it so we can actually run again, which would be nice. I also am starting to get a bunch of just garbage in my inventory. So let's make chest, stick it right here. And we'll throw all these like saplings and granite and leather. We can actually cook this mutton too, and I could have eaten that apple. And also our 2 beefs are done. But yeah, so we're gonna take these logs. Also, you can turn logs directly into sticks. Didn't know that you can do that. They'll make 16 of them. It's the same ratio as if you turn them into planks and then turn them into sticks, so it doesn't really matter. It's just faster. But we're going to make 2 stacks of ladder, or 2 stacks of sticks. I don't remember if that's enough or not. I don't remember how many it takes to make ladders. We need like, since we're on layer 63 or whatever, we're gonna need like 53 to get to where we're going. Oops. Because we want to get all the way down to like layer 10 or 11, because that's where the lava starts. So 54 is actually perfect. And then we still got 8 sticks left over. Yay. So that should be enough for me to go back over to our little mining hole right here, and then we can stick. Can you please? Thank you. And then go on wall. Yeah, there we go. And now we can actually, no, that is not what we wanted to do. I'm sorry if I just blew all your eardrums out. I'm still working on the levels of the sound in this. So that was a good test. Let me know if I blew your eardrums out when I screamed for breaking the wrong block. But we can actually dig out the rest of this now. We can fill in this little hole that we made. And also, since we have this stone pickaxe, we can get our iron. I could have swore we got an achievement for that too. I just think this game doesn't want to give me achievements, and I don't know why. But hey, it's whatever. We're not here for achievements. We're here to have fun and to teach some of you guys a little bit about how much fun modded Minecraft is. So yeah, we don't need achievements. But yeah, this is basically what I'm gonna do. Oh man, look at all this iron. Oh man, I hit pay dirt. Yeah. But yeah, this is basically what I'm gonna do all the way to bedrock, so that one, we have a nice permanent mining tunnel to be able to go down quickly straight down to get to the good stuff at the bottom of the world. And also I should be using my wooden pickaxe, but that also gives us a central column to, oh goodness, more iron, central column to build our base around. But yeah, I'm basically going to be digging a hole now and popping my head up every now and then when it starts to get dark. I should just like put this here and that there whenever it gets dark, because I don't want mobs spawning on the surface for when I have to come up, because I probably will need to come up to like repair my pickaxe. Oh my goodness, we are in the money. This is awesome. I've played games where I've gone the whole way to bedrock without seeing a single thing but stone and like granite and all that garbage. Also, I wish we had torches. Oh my, I don't remember how to play this game very well. That's not true. I remember a lot about how to play this game. The controls are just eluding me a little bit. I've been playing a lot of different games recently, like Satisfactory and games like that. So obviously between games, the controls are a little different. I wish I had torches that I could start putting there, but eventually I will hit coal, and then we can make tons of torches and we won't have to worry about it anymore. But in the meantime, sunlight does come straight down this hole, so it's not like mobs are gonna spawn down here as long as I keep going straight down. Although there's a tree right there, so maybe I should cut that tree down. But yeah, so like I said, this is basically what I'm gonna be doing. Also, I don't want this dirt. I don't know why it bothers me. But this is basically what I'm gonna be doing all the way to bedrock, and then from there we'll figure out what we want to do as far as like getting into the actual like power system and mods and how we want to build out our base. I usually take a lot of time planning out how my base is going to be set up. I'm getting this tree out of the way before I really heavily dig into the mods, because some of the mods are rather complicated and difficult to actually tear down and reset up all the machines and stuff that are part of them. So I don't like to like completely change the layout of my base after having built a bunch of like semi-permanent fixtures. So yeah, actually I don't want to go that high because this needs dug out, because this is layer 64. So this is actually all going to be coming down one anyway. So I really don't even want these, because yes, I want that one, and there's going to be that's the second top one, and then that one, and then that'll be fine. So yeah, going to keep digging this hole. I should go find the bed. I should move the bed, but I'm going to move the bed and sleep through the night and keep digging a hole, and I'll be back if I find anything important or if I get to the bottom and I'm ready to show you what it looks like once it gets there. To change of plans, guys, we're actually over 30 minutes into this episode already, so I don't drop out a whole bunch. I don't plan to. So that's actually going to be the end of the episode, but at the beginning of the next episode, we will have dug all the way to bedrock, and we'll be planning out the base and getting into some other mods. I'd like to take a look at some of the power production mods, but we're going to be doing a lot of mining also next episode. I'm debating how much of that I actually want to show on camera, because I know that can be pretty boring just watching people mine. So we'll try to avoid that, but in the meantime, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. If you want to see some more from me, I'm going to continue to make these videos. I'm looking to do, like I said at the beginning, a couple series, so Minecraft videos once, twice a week. I haven't really decided yet. I'm really getting into it now, which I haven't for a while, and I've got to admit, making this video was a lot of fun. So I might make a couple right off the bat, but it will slow down to about 1, maybe 2 a week of Minecraft. But I also want to do shapes.io, Satisfactory, and Factorio. So watch for those videos to be coming out too. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments section. If there's anything about the equipment, the sound levels, or anything that I need to adjust a little bit, please let me know about that. I know when I get away from the microphone, I start to sound a lot quieter or echoey or like I'm distant, probably because compared to the microphone, I am distant. If I get back here, you can still hear me, and I've got it to the point where it's not getting cut out by the gate that's keeping all the background noise out, but it still doesn't sound great if I get far away. So let me know what you guys think. Again, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see some more from me, and have a good one.